Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Qualcomm Daily Minutes podcast. I'm your host, Jeff.
And I'm...
Qualcomm is a language and cultural exchange cafe. It has over 16 branches throughout South Korea and is one of the oldest cafes for language and culture exchange in South Korea. The people come to Qualcomm to, make friends, but also discuss their opinions and other conversational stuff.
Yeah.
So what they do is people usually meet up in groups and then they discuss certain topics, and that's what we're going to do today. Today's topic will be movies.
Ooh.
Okay, so I'll jump right into it. Number one, what's your favorite movie and why?
This is always a hard question to answer. I feel like everyone always asks this.
You strike me as like a Disney fan.
I'm not.
Oh.
I grew up overseas a lot of my life in Asia, and we didn't really have Disney.
Okay.
So I didn't even know about Disney until I was an adult. So it wasn't really. Favorite movie? It would have to be like horror. I love horror movies. So like Hereditary. Have you seen that?
I've heard about it. I haven't got a chance to watch it yet, but I know there's like one big scene in it.
Yeah.
No, so like
I know
spoilers.
what scene you're talking
Yeah,
about.
the car scene.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
I love that. I love horror so much. It's my favorite genre. Yeah.
I'm a rom-com fan.
Oh,
so,
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So God, it's his movies these days aren't that good. Adam Sandler. His movies these days aren't that good, but I loved a lot of his early stuff.
Yes, he had really good early movies.
So I would say like anything from early Adam Sandler, Big Daddy, Billy Madison, or even The Wedding Singer. Like I've actually watched all the Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore, and I love each one of those.
I love Drew Barrymore as well.
Yeah.
You kind of strike me as an Adam Sandler fan. Yeah. Definitely.
All right. Number 2. Please describe about the scariest movie you've watched.
Oh, I watch a lot of scary movies, as you know. Honestly, I really liked. It's called The Orphanage.
Okay.
And I think it's in Spanish.
Okay.
And it just gave me like a eerie feel. Like it's one of those.
I think on another podcast I talked about this. So like movies that kind of like a scarier could take place in reality, like are very scary, like Hostel maybe, or but like I said before, like one of the scariest movies was like Human Centipede.
Oh,
because like it's just about a crazy guy that could be in our reality that does something
crazy, yeah,
and it just makes me like throw up too and all this stuff.
It's like gory and like it's a bit of a thriller.
Yeah, so the scariest movies for me are like not just like the supernatural.
I don't find supernatural scary at all because I feel like it's not real.
Well, yeah, I also like started watching horror movies when I was just like a little kid. When I was 10, I watched all the Friday the 13th movies. Yeah, so
the cheesy ones.
The cheesy ones, the overboard like murder scenes and all that.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Do you want to do number 3?
Yes. What was the worst movie you've ever seen? How bad was it?
Oh, see, like a popular trend for like movie watching is also to watch very bad movies.
Yeah.
So like it's like campy. There was one movie that I remember watching in high school. It was called Higher Crusade.
Okay.
And I'm trying to get my friends to watch it. And it takes place like a medieval movie during like the start of the crusade. An alien ship comes down, and these aliens with Scottish accents kidnap all these crusade knights.
I don't know what you're talking about. This sounds like a good movie.
Yeah, it's just so fun.
Bad that it's good though.
Yeah, then like the knights like sabotage the aliens' power system by taking a bath in it because they're so dirty.
Oh my gosh. I think that would border on like it's so bad that it's good. Like you have to watch it. This is going to be controversial for mine, but I just saw the new Black Panther movie.
I watched it. It wasn't that bad, but I didn't like. I wasn't a fan of the first one.
Oh, I loved the first one, and the second one, the storyline.
I didn't like the first one because Wakanda was like this like super advanced city, and it basically just jumped the shark for technology wise. Like Tony Stark was supposed to be like the smartest person, and then suddenly Black Panther shows up and like it basically the technology multiplies by 3 times, and now it affects the rest of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
But I think that's all Marvel movies.
Yeah.
They always contradict the others, and then you look at one, you're like, why couldn't the heroes just come in on, like, the ones from that movie come in and help the ones from this movie if the world nearly ends every time a new superhero movie comes out. So
So you weren't a fan of Wakanda Forever?
No, I was very
that one is okay, but it's then now like even like going like Wakanda is like the best city, but then suddenly it's destroyed by a bunch of guys with water balloons.
Exactly. And they're way stronger as well.
They're way
it's like
stronger.
everyone who comes out is just stronger than the last, and you're like, what?
Yeah, there's no continuity of like power at all.
No.
Okay, let me do number 4. Who is the best person you've ever seen a movie with?
So it's like, who is the best person to watch a movie with?
Like who's your movie friend, I guess?
Movie go-to. Okay, I talk a lot during movies, so I think a lot of people don't enjoy movies with me. So I have one other friend who also talks during movies, and I would have to say that person because they're the only one who can put up with. Like, when I go to the movies, people have to rock, paper, scissors to see who has to sit next to me.
Oh, really?
I'm that person,
I'm a chatter, too, during a movie a little bit. Like, what the fuck?
I have to say, like, if I see something wrong, I'm just like, I have to blurt it out. I can't keep it in.
But when I also watch movies, too, I really get affected by jump scares.
Oh, really? Oh, so you're like the screamer?
So, I'll scream, too. So, like, even, like, I don't want, my friends hate watching horror movies, or they like it because they'll just actually go like, wah, and I'll jump, too.
I love doing that. Okay, yeah. It's better to have someone in the atmosphere who's, like, really feeling it. It makes it, makes it better.
So, I guess, but I don't really have, right now in Korea, I don't have a good movie friend. Just everyone has, like, their own different schedule. And then,
busy life.
Yeah, and so like usually I try to, if there's a movie I want to see it like within the first 2 days, and no one was like, well, can we wait till the weekend?
Oh, so do you watch movies by yourself?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, that's cool. I saw Avatar by myself, and it was like one of the first movies I watched by myself in 4D, and I didn't know it was 4D, and I got on the chair and it started moving, and I was like, okay. And it was really fun to, by yourself, it's good.
Number 5 is...
Do you use Netflix to watch movies? What was the last movie you've seen on it?
So I watch a lot of the stand-up on Netflix.
They have a lot of stand-up.
But now like a lot of the other streaming services are now actually going into stand-up too.
Okay, yeah.
Like it used to just be HBO and Netflix, but now like I heard that Amazon is also starting. Yeah.
Who's your favorite?
My favorite stand-up? Well, my favorite comic to watch on YouTube is Dave Attell. But like I've been watching on Netflix this comedian called Nate Bargatze. Okay. So he's actually very clean. So it's like there's no cursing in it.
Oh wow, yeah.
But also that's his thing. He's kind of like the new age Jeff Foxworth. Like he just like going that was the guy that said redneck. You must be a redneck or whatever. But anyways, so he's very clean. So he did like
not
very
controversial,
not controversial,
wow,
very like Christian and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So it's something that kids can watch too.
That's good. Yeah, I feel like everything's super controversial nowadays.
Yeah. So stand up for. That Nate Bargatze on Netflix. That was the last thing I watched. How about? Do you watch Netflix?
I do. What was the last thing? I watch it so much that it all blurs together. The last thing I watched on Netflix. Oh, do you know You? It's
Is that a drama or no?
It's like a man who is like a serial killer.
Okay.
And he like gets infatuated by different like women. Okay. And then he just like follows them and accidentally murders a few people on the way.
Accidentally.
Yeah, accidentally. Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good. It's fun.
Yeah. So number 6, if you have to spend time for 3 hours, what would you want? Movies or YouTube?
I'm a movie person over YouTube, so I would just binge a TV show. Yeah. I would watch like movies, but I also just listen to YouTube in the background too. I do that too. Yeah.
Like music, instructional stuff, like again stand up, just something in the background. While I'm doing work in my house.
I think my concentration's so bad that I'll put a movie on, and then I'll be on my phone on YouTube or
Yeah.
like on Instagram or something, and
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
that's kind of the background.
Yeah. When I watch something on my laptop, I'm also
Yeah.
like looking at YouTube.
You can't just watch like something anymore.
It's always pausing between two different things.
Exactly. Okay, next question is, what is your favorite scene in a movie, and describe it?
Oh, my favorite scene in a movie.
Very specific.
Yeah. I think actually I answered this question on another one. It was in the movie Spotless Mind. Eternal Happiness of a Spotless Mind.
Okay.
It's like with Kate Winslet and Jim Carrey, and they go out in the winter to a frozen lake and have a night picnic and all that stuff. Just
Yeah.
like it's like for a romantic comedy, it's like an amazing scene. Just like
It has everything.
it has that. It's not like a tropical paradise for people like fall in love. It's just normal people doing normal
Realness.
things. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. What would mine be? I think, okay, you said about Disney, and I was like, I'm not a Disney person, but
Yeah.
because I grew up in China, Mulan was super big, and it's the scene where she's like cutting off her hair, and like when she's dressing up in her dad's uniform to go off to the army. I think that I love that scene, and the song in it is so good. So
I actually haven't watched Mulan. Yeah.
you have to watch
I
it.
have
It's
to
the
watch it?
best one by far, I think.
really?
It's the best Disney film. Yeah.
Okay. Number 8. Who is your favorite director, actor, and actress?
Ooh. Director.
Director for me, Christopher Nolan. So like the
Okay, yeah,
Batman,
I would agree.
Inception. Yeah.
The Batmans are one of my favorite movie franchise, like that. Yeah, but
Yeah.
100%. Actor, I really like. I actually really like Nicole Kidman nowadays, and she's Australian, so I have to represent.
Not Russell Crowe.
No, oh my god, he's New Zealander actually. I think.
No.
Yeah.
What about the girl from
Margot Robbie. Yeah, I like Margot Robbie too.
She's a great actress.
She is. She is.
Yeah, I like her as an actress. Yeah, Kate Winslet is a great.
Yeah.
Yeah, for actress for me. Actor, I think I said before, I really like Jack Nicholson.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, like he's one of the last like great living actors.
the classics.
The classics.
Yeah.
And then like Matt Damon's also good sometimes. Like he does a lot of good movies.
He
and-
gets into character. I think
Yeah.
that's really good. You believe who he is,
Yeah.
type of thing. Actor, I'd say Henry Cavill. I loved Superman.
I didn't like him when he was Superman, but then now like I'm
Witcher?
learning now like The Witcher, and I'm learning in like his personal life, like he's like a nerd.
I know. Yeah, I saw
didn't
that
know
too.
that. I'm like
He's-
when he came out as Superman, I'm like, who's this pretty boy?
Yeah, he is like everything. I
Yeah.
feel like he is everything.
But now, yeah, he's like apparently when he got the call to play Superman, he missed it because he was playing World of Warcraft.
Oh, really? He would. That's so funny.
Number 9. If you could be any Disney character, who would you be and why?
Just gonna go right back to what I was saying before. I'd be Mulan.
Mulan?
Yeah, because she is like a boss woman who, she went in her father's place and went to the army, even though she was female and she couldn't, and yeah, she saved China. So
Oh.
who else has done that? I don't think many of the other princesses.
Now, for me, like a lot of the Disney movies, they're like the lead is always a female. So like I would have like to be a male. I don't know, man. I think this is gonna be a strange answer, but
Okay, I'm ready.
Baloo from the Jungle Book.
Oh my god, yes, I love Blue.
Yeah, but it's just like he looks happy and like he's a
is.
positive guy. I think I would just be Baloo.
Didn't he take in a child as well?
Yeah,
Good
when
guy.
he raised Mowgli.
Good bear.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome.
That's the first character. I'm like, yeah, Baloo.
That was a good choice. I was not
Yeah.
expecting that.
Yeah.
Okay. Question 10. Can you name some sequel movies that were more entertaining than the original ones?
Well, the first one always I've read like lists. So number 1 is Godfather 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't seen them.
I've only watched Godfather 1 and Godfather 2, and then people said Godfather 3 is garbage. So I haven't watched that one.
You're trying to
Yeah.
end it on a good note.
Yeah. The Marvel movies, they're a sequel, like I think. Well, Iron Man 1 was good. Iron Man 2 was bad. Thor 1 was good. Thor 2 was bad. Thor 3 was good. So,
Is that the most recent Thor?
there's 4.
Okay, the fourth one was so bad.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Thor Ragnarok was good.
Yeah, I agree with that.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know if there's really any sequel movies that are better than the original. It's so hard to have that. They normally just they start off so well and then just you know.
Well, there's a lot of, like, here's a little bit of trivia. Silence of the Lambs is a wonderful movie, but no one actually knows it's actually a sequel. Yeah.
The Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah, the Hannibal Lecter. It's the first one was actually called Manhunt, I think.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so that's actually a
so
sequel.
then that's a good. Okay,
That's a good
I'll take that one then.
Yeah. All right.
I
Well,
know.
that's all our questions for movies today. Thank you once again for tuning in. If you have further questions about Qualcomm, you could go to their website at culcom.co.kr. I've been Jeff.
And I've been Lara.
Guys.